Jambo. So friend, jambo means hello in Swahili. So hello friend, good morning. Yeah, it's a very fine morning here in the village. I want to charge my normally, actually, when we are doing our lives. Welcome to our channel. My name is Mark 29. This your first time here. Kindly support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. So normally when I'm streaming, I normally stream at night. So normally when I'm streaming, I usually the light, the torch, okay, I'll call it a torch, that I normally use in our stream. So before I head out, I want to put it to charge. It uses solar energy. So I remember there is a tiny solar panel that I showed you the other day. So that is what I'm about to do. I charge it, and then we go out. Today is on Friday. Yeah, it's on a Friday. Fridays are normally busy around this place. They are market days, though we are not going to the market. Not yet. Yeah, so because we also have a funeral, so we cannot really go out there. I hope you're doing great, friend. You and yours are very fine. Yeah, looks like today everything will be fine. Oh, there is also some new switches, not really good, but I'll show you that in a few. Not right now. Right now I want us to head to someone. Yeah, that is a bird that is ready to come in. Yeah? Okay, let me lock this. I want to take this panel here, like a tiny solar panel. Yeah, here it is. So this is what we normally use to charge the light that I normally use during our live streams. Okay, let me show you how it works. So immediately I put this here and then expose it to light. You see those green bars? Yeah, now it's charging. I'll put it out here. So also the good thing is, friend, okay, there is too much light from here. The good thing is it does not really have to be like, the sun does not really have to be shining for it to charge. It can actually charge using just light, the natural light, not necessarily the sunlight, but because it can extend to this point. So I'll put it under the sun, right? Amazing. So this hen here, she has 2 chicks. I decided I'll let them on a free range, though it's really risky because what do we call it? It's not a crow, it's I'm trying to remember the name. It's a hawk. Is it a hawk? Yeah, I believe it's a hawk. It normally times, you see, especially right now in the morning, it might be summer either on those trees or the other side, or maybe just patrolling above above this ground, trying to see some chicks for so that you can grab them and go feed on them. So also this mother hen is really aggressive, so I believe she can protect them, because there is a certain neighbor somewhere on the hill. There is a road here nearby whereby the owner does not really cage his chicks. Like mother hen with her chicks are always roaming around. So like if that owner does not really like cage them, why should we cage ours? Yet they are only two. And also, friend, remember we've been rearing chicks for a very long time, and unfortunately the chicks that make it to maturity are very less. Like the last time you remember told you we had 15, right now we only have 2, and we're not really even sure they'll survive. You see, so that is the reason as to why I saw like, why should we like buy chicken feed for them, and then they get to a point and then they all die. Yeah, so now I'm leaving that to the nature to decide if they'll live or not. So friend, I want to go in here. There's something I want to grab and then we go out. Let's go. Yeah, there is a lot of darkness here. Yeah, you can bear with me, because if I allow light to come in, I'll not grab what I want to grab. So slowly. Here we go. I just grabbed him. It's the rooster that I borrowed. Yeah. But the reason as to I've grabbed him is because, friend, remember I told you, this rooster is really very afraid of our hens. Yeah. So he cannot really fertilize them. So what I want to do is I want to return him so that I can exchange for a stronger and bigger rooster. Now this one here. So that is the reason as to why I am carrying him. Unfortunately the light is behind us, so let's try to adjust. Yeah, here we are, life in the village. It's a very fine morning, Friday morning. So when is it? Today is on date 27. Yeah, if not 27, 28, I'm not really sure about that. Here I can see my neighbor's cows. I've heard some birds, hens, a hen screaming from our place. I hope it's not the hawk that came to steal our little chicks. Yeah, so friend, it's fine. The village is very quiet, amazing, and that is the best part. So I'm going in here. I'll not be filming actually because of privacy issues. I normally do film, but because today the owner was actually, yesterday when I visited the place, the owner was sick, so I'll not be walking in with a camera on his face. It will be unethical. So after we get the you see, yesterday I wanted actually that roaster, but he told me it was free, and grabbing a free roaster that is just walking by is really tricky, actually very tricky. So today I hope that it's tied, so I told them I was to return this one for them to give me a different one. So let's go in and then I'll tell you when we come out. Right now we have a new rooster. I mean a bigger rooster. They're here. We go. So this one over here, it's bigger than the other one, and also this one is the similar one that attacked the other one. Remember the other one had an injury to its eye. This one here attacked him, and then it's like the eye will, maybe it might no longer function, like in the future it might not really function. So we've got a new one. As I told you, the neighbor is actually sick, and I wish him the quickest recovery. I told me he might be suffering from malaria. Yeah, very bad thing, but let's hope he'll be fine. So we are grateful he has given us a different roster. So the difference is the one that I took earlier, the neck was like, we normally call them musuoyo in my language, those that have no hair around the neck. But as you can see, this one here, she has hair. I mean feathers. Yeah, not hair, feathers. So the first one, it was it was actually young, because he couldn't even get closer to our hands. But I'm very sure immediately I'll release this one here, he will enjoy, he'll fertilize. Yeah, so let's hope he'll do the necessary to our chicken, to our kid. He is to the hens. There they are. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, let's see the reaction. Yeah, he's ready for the job, for the task. So this one here, the hens do not really fear him. Yeah, you remember from our previous video, the previous one used to really be afraid of the hens, but this one, look at that. I'm very sure he's ready for the task. Very big. Yeah, he's huge, he's massive. Yeah. Yeah, they do not really even want to get close to him. Remember this one, this hen here, was attacking the other rooster. But right now, she's really afraid. She cannot even get closer to. Yeah, they're moving closer. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. That is great. Look at him. Yeah. Okay, now that we've brought him, I'm sure he'll perform the task. Let me give him space. Nice one. So what I'll also do is, there is a certain hen that is laying eggs. So what I'll do is I'll take the eggs away and maybe leave one so that to make look at that, look at those eggs. They're 6, so I'll take 5 and leave only one around. And I'll also let me check on this bird over here. Yeah, remember she couldn't put that. Yeah, right now she's at least trying to walk, but I'll not release her. She's still in danger. Go back. She's still in danger. Yeah, let her just relax over there. I'll feed her, I'll give her food. Yeah. So I'll take 5 eggs from here. Yeah, and leave one. Yeah. So this is what I normally call freedom, friend. Yeah, so these eggs, we'll be eating them. Yeah, this is what I normally call freedom. Yeah, here he is. But big Rooster. Look at him, massive. I know with the time the hens will come along. Definitely, no doubt. Yeah, I'm also sure, but like the previous one, they couldn't really get closer to him because he was actually weak. Yeah, I also believe this is what women normally do. Like they do not want to be close to a weak man. Yeah, very strong man, masculine attracts them, and a weak one repels them. Amazing. They'll get along. They'll come. So friends, I really have news that is not really good. So before I show you that, somebody has actually come here and he has gone to pick something to at least make the news maybe better, somehow better. So it's really, I do not really want us to go through what we went last time. That is why I'm trying to be very positive about what is happening. I do not wish for us to experience that again. No way. And I believe that God the Almighty will answer our prayers. Hopefully. Yeah? Not good news. So friend, here I am. Going to go somewhere here. Yeah, okay, there is a guy that I've seen. You remember there was a video that I did the other day in the nearby village, and then the guy harassed me actually. They harassed me and then they sent me away. They told me if I want to make videos, go away and do it in your village. So I believe I've seen somebody who looks like the guy. I was actually with the village elder. So I've seen him. I want to confirm if he is the same guy. So he normally goes around to collect napier and grass for the cows, and then he takes it to a neighbor, my neighbor over there, he pays him. He pays him per day. So the guy had this grass actually, and I believe this sack here He took it from me. I'd placed it somewhere where there is a chicken. Is it a chicken coop? So I had covered it with this sack here. So I believe he took it, and now he's seen me and then placed the grass here and then walked away. So I'll wait for him. Yeah, I'm definitely not moving from here. I'll wait for him. So I saw him place it here and then he went away. Okay, I'm not really sure if this is the same guy. It might be a different person, but I've seen him. I've seen somebody who looks like him. I'm not really sure if he is the same person. So what I'll do is, because I saw him, yeah, his sack is over there. Not really his sack. The sack was actually mine. I placed it on top of our chicken coop so that to prevent maybe an animal from getting in, and then he took it. I'm not really trying to imply anything, so I'll wait for him here. So friend, the reason as why I'm also here is because I came to check on this grass, but unfortunately it's not mature yet. I wanted us to bring our cows here so that they can graze. They are no longer interested in eating. Baba, nakiwakie. Sivando kali kubongorora. Obe. Oyo ngore to bunyansi bekarogora. Ngori obwato bunyansi bekarogora. Obunyansi. Obunyansi. Angobori. Bunyansi mbolo batarakirira gora. Ngobeko. Kwa mumanya? Oh. So friend, what I'm asking the grandmother here is, who was the guy that passed here with nappy, with grass? Obonsa? Ambole chibwate? Mbole chibwate? Tiga chira kora kwanza. So what I'm asking this grandmother here is, there's somebody I've seen with grass, carrying grass and a sack. And then he came, she's telling me he came from a certain place here and then passed here on this grass and then placed it over there. So friend, I'm not really moving from this place until that guy comes. So I'm not really sure if he is the guy who sent me away from his village, because I was recording. Yeah, so friend, we are here. We are still around. Still around. Even if it means to be here till evening, I just want to confirm if he is the same guy. And also, I want to know where he got that sack from. That is my sack. I know it very, very well. It's my sack. Even if it means to be here till tomorrow, I just want to see the guy and confirm if yeah, I'm very sure you might be wondering, like, what is going on in Eno's mind or Mark's mind. I also have no idea, friend. I have no idea of what's going on in my mind, but we will know when the guy comes, right? Yeah, so while we are waiting, we can enjoy the sun. Yeah, this is a free. Is vitamin D actually. Yeah, I know there are people who actually hate being under the sun. Okay, friend looks like maybe he's not the guy. I've seen somebody else. So it looks like he is not the guy. So I've seen somebody coming with grass right over here. Yeah, he's not the same actually. He's a very different man. Okay, friends, so the reason as to why I came here is I came to check on this grass. And what I can see is it has not really matured well. So we cannot bring our cows here. Yeah? See? So he wants to trespass. And I told him there is no way here. This is a place where we graze cows. So he has to go the other way, right? Which is the correct way actually. Okay. So friend, now I'll go back to the compound so that I can show you what I was talking about, like not good news. And I do not wish us to go through what we went the last time, towards the end of last year. So come with me as we go back to the compound and I show you what has happened. So here we are. So friend, the guy is not the same, but he has a sack that is exactly like the one that I lost. Because I remember very well, it had a hole on the lower side, on the bottom, exactly the same place where my sack had a hole. And he's really funny, this guy. Look at him, he's placed grass here and he's walking in people's farm, crossing. Yeah, I've seen him cross over here. Let's see to the other side. There he is. I'm really very sure this sack belongs to me. You see here, this hole, the exact same area. This one looks really old. Yeah, it might not be mine actually. And if it is, okay, let him out it. Okay, friend. Okay, no, we're not going that way. So let's go this way, and then we'll take a U-turn somewhere. So I'm also not using this path here. I'll not be crossing to the other side. I'll be using the correct route here, which is near grandmother's house. They want to check something on the other side before we go into the compound. So here we go, friend. Life in the village. African village life. Yeah, this is what we normally experience on a daily basis. Yeah, the only thing that I never show you is our foods. Yeah. Tene. That is the only thing that I never show you. The foods that we normally take. Yeah? Maybe someday I'll show you our foods. And I actually have a promise that I made to you. Like I told you I was to prepare ugali, staple food. I told you I was to prepare it using the 3 stones, so that you can also see the challenges that people normally face while cooking ugali. You see, most homesteads here in the village, they normally cook using stones. Like you put 3 stones in such a position that they are almost closer to each other, and then you lit fire under this, in between actually the stones, and then you put a cooking pot on top of those stones. I believe you've seen my previous videos how it's normally done, like lighting fire in between the stones and how they are positioned. So the only thing that I've not showed you is how to prepare ugali. Yeah, the meal that we normally take on a daily basis. I know there are people who maybe if lunch you took, let's say rice, let's assume rice and maybe beef. In the evening you'll take something else, maybe spaghetti and maybe eggs. I've actually taken that combination, spaghetti and eggs. I've also taken a combination of rice and eggs. I've done that. So there are people, if you eat this meal today, tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow, actually probably tomorrow, you'll take a very different meal from that. Yeah, there are people who normally do that. But for we, at night, like supper, it has to be ugali. Like ugali, the mixture of maize flour and water, and then maybe with kales, veggies. Okay, kales are veggies. Like maybe with eggs, cooked eggs, not boiled, or meat, or chicken. Yeah, but it has to contain ugali. Ugali is a must. Though personally, I cannot really say that if I do not take ugali, I cannot sleep, or maybe it can never get to the. Yeah, I thought the lady was talking to me, but she's talking to somebody else. So friend, we have people who normally say that if I do not take ugali, yeah, morning will never come. So we have such people. So friend, here there is a lot of shade. I believe that is the reason as to why we do not have clear pictures. Yeah. So personally, what I was saying is, personally I can take any meal as long as my stomach is full. I do not really it does not really have to be ugali, but for my father it has to be ugali at night. I do not really know if my mother can also take something else apart from ugali. Speaking of ugali, I really miss what we call beans. Yeah, it has been a while since the last time I ate beans. And also my favorite type of beans are the yellow beans. These other types that normally turns like black after cooking, they're not as sweet as the yellow beans. The yellow beans are the best. So friend, here we are. Yeah, we've actually been to this place several times. Remember this tea plantation? I can hear it's like some singing from the other side. I do not know if it's a church or maybe a funeral. Yeah, nowadays we are losing a lot of people in mysterious ways. Like, for example, there is a guy who passed on the other side of the village, and the news was the guy was very fine, he was very okay. This guy here needs to weed and his corn. Yeah, there is corn planted here, but there are so many weeds competing with it. So the news was the guy was very fine, actually, very okay. And then the following day, the guy was gone, like he'd passed on. So people are wondering, like, what really happened. Also, before that, there is a guy who was showering in his workstation, and then they said that he was electrocuted, like he had connected wires illegally in his bathroom. So he was using a hot shower, and then somehow he was electrocuted. I really do not understand how it happened, but the guy died instantly. So he was found in his washroom, obviously naked and dead. But he had a very big scar on his head. I do not really know if maybe a post-mortem was done on him before he was buried, maybe to explain how it happened. But the guy died. And also my cousin also. Although my cousin has been ill for a long time. Yeah, my aunt told me he has been ill for the past 6 years. That is a very long time. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Yeah. Also, friend, I want to show you something that is really disturbing my mind. Yeah, it's not even allowing me to like enjoy or do anything. Like, I actually wanted to go somewhere to do this video. I mean, to do a video somewhere else, not around here. But now that that thing has happened, I cannot really move. I have to stick around. Yeah, and I also want to do some cleaning. My clothes are really dirty. Yeah, so though I wanted to like go out and then do the video and then come back, because our videos are really not longer than 1 hour, maybe 10 minutes or 15 at most. Yeah, but I cannot really go because of the thing that I told you that has happened around here. So friend, this is how my village looks from up the hill. So the hill is on the other side. Oh no, you see that? It's the hawk that I was talking about, you see? It's surveying, I mean. Surveying so that it can snatch a chick. Yeah, the funny thing is they actually also eat like grown hens and maybe roosters. They do, because what they normally do is they attack their legs. Like, they come all the way from up, and maybe if the hen or rooster is not aware, they attack the legs. So they cripple it first. After they cripple it, and then it can no longer move, and then they begin attacking it, like coming on a very high pace, and then scratching maybe the back, and then going away. So with time, the rooster or the chicken will become unconscious, and then it will finally eat it. It will finally eat it. So they do eat even grown roosters and hens. Yeah, using a very It's actually a predator. They are predators. They have their own ways of hunting. I remember there is a day that I made toast. It was bread and then I mixed with eggs, and then I was enjoying outside. So the hawk kept on. Is it a hawk or what is the correct? But I believe it's a hawk. Then it's not really an eagle. Is it an eagle? No, it's not an eagle. It's a hawk. They're the ones that normally eat chicks, and they actually feed on flesh. So they're predators. It was trying to snatch that bread. I believe it saw eggs on it, and it was like, this guy has a good meal. I have to grab it. Yeah? But unfortunately, for the hawk, it couldn't snatch it from me. Unfortunately for me, I held it and I ate the whole of it, so it went somewhere to feed. And also the other thing, friend, is that I've realized there are not really many hawks. You cannot compare the number of hawks to the number of crow. Is it a crow? A crow? The black ones that have a white neck. Yeah, there are not as many as them. That is what I also discovered. Alright, so friend, we are closing in our place here. I want to show you the news that I told you is not really good. Now that we are back home. But we are hoping for the best. I'm praying for that as well. I can also hear some music. So those are those are banana stems on my neighbor's gate. I believe he's paid somebody to bring them for him. Now let's go in. The gate is closed, so I have to wait for somebody, or maybe call somebody, give a call in so that they can open the gate for me. Yeah, so friend, meanwhile I'll be out here. Okay, let me try to access it maybe from the lower side. Somebody's playing music. Okay, let me check on the other side so that I can see maybe if my mother is around. I believe it was my father that came in and then locked the gate, because when I got out I locked the upper side. So let us check life in the village. I believe I can hear some movement in here. There is a space down here. You remember when we were making the gate, gate that leads to the... Oh my! I can see some cracks over here. This wall. Okay, we'll do something about it. Yeah, what I was saying is, when I was making the entrance to the cow shed, there is a big space that I left when I was trying to get some inches. I see this space here. It can allow you to like see what's happening in the compound, or maybe if somebody is outside. Unfortunately for me, there is nobody outside. Well, again, I'll have to go back to the upper side. Yeah, so that is also another challenge, that if you are locked outside the gate, it won't be easy to access it. It will be a challenge, especially when there is nobody outside. So normally when I like make videos, you see I make videos using my phone. So normally I put it on flight mode, so that when somebody is calling me, it cannot really disturb our shooting, because I used to like make videos without flight mode, and then I realized that whenever somebody was calling, it was like I was either to answer it, and then the video had to pause first, like stop. So it was really a challenge, because at times I was like saying something, and then after I received the call, I either end the call, because obviously when somebody is calling you, maybe he or she has something that they want to say or pass across. So I had to either pause the video and then resume after the call. And pausing the video can at times make you forget what you are talking about. So that was another challenge. But I've had my father sharpening a machete outside, a panga, that is. We normally use panga, the name panga here. I've had him sharpening it. So I believe very soon they'll come and maybe open this gate here, right friend? Amazing. So friend, this is, oh no, she's in a bad position. No, she's not supposed to be this way. So friend, this is what I was talking about when I told you there is news that is not really good. She's unwell. And I do not like the position. She cannot stand actually.
So the position she is not really good. Let me try to adjust her. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, she looks uncomfortable. I do not really know what to do. I believe this leg is not really fine. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do from here. Yeah, but right now she looks fine. This is not really good. So friend, yeah, we are hoping that she'll be okay. Yeah. It's not really good news for us and for her. It's actually very sad to see her in the state that she is, but we called her a vet. Yeah, let's be hopeful. The vet is actually going to get medication for her, and let's hope she'll be very fine soon. Yeah. When I came, actually she was in a very bad position, so she cannot stand, and the vet told us that he'll put like water on her. Yeah, you know how when maybe somebody is sick and then you get like they put you, he said it was mineral, what, something mineral, like it had something to do with mineral, so we went to get mineral for her. Yeah, she's relaxing. In the morning she was actually shaking, very shaky, but we are hopeful. So I believe my mother put her those leaves over there to eat. Is she really eating? Okay, let me get in and try to give her, and also carry some Napier and see if maybe she can eat. No, she's not eating. Yeah, she's actually shaking. She is shaking. Not good. Or maybe I'll leave it there so that if she gets hungry, she can. I believe she's shaking because of the floor here. This floor is very cold. And now the hardest thing is to carry her from here. Okay, let's wait for the mineral, and then we'll try to lift her. So anyway, let me try to get her this. Maybe she can eat. Looks like she has no appetite. Just the other day we actually lost a cow, so we hope that that will not repeat. Down here it's very cold, but we will move her. Let us first get the mineral and try to lift her. Hoping for the best. Okay, friends, so this one here, she's fine. She's grazing. Though she's not, it looks like she's very hungry. Look at her stomach over there. It has deepened. But you're not worried about this. The worry is here. Okay, friend. Let's hope for the best. See this? They're getting along. Yeah. And also another thing is, you remember the egg that I left where she hatches? This particular one here, this hen, is the one that is hatching from the position that I took the eggs from. So another thing is, I found something had broken the egg, so the egg is already broken in there. Okay, but I believe she taking some time with the Rooster, is an advantage to us. So the rooster that I locked, we are going to slaughter him. We are not going to release him like never ever. He's not going to come out of that cage. The only time that he'll come is when he'll be slaughtered. So this rooster here will be here for around maybe a week. Yeah, to fertilize our hens. Yeah, so friend, for now what we'll do is we'll just be hopeful and wait for the vet to come back to administer the mineral to her, and hopefully she'll be okay, she'll stand so that she can continue with her life like this one over here behind me. Though I'll be updating you on how she is, so we'll be monitoring her closely. She looks like she really wants to eat, and then she's not in a position to look at that. She really wants to eat. Yeah, so friend, I'll update you on this. This one here wants to chase me away. Maybe I was standing where she's feeding from. So friend, the thing is, okay, I told you I was to do some washing, so I'll do some washing, and then we monitor and keep a close eye on her. Yeah, so friend, I want to actually end this video here because it's not really a good day. I also wanted to visit my aunt on the other side. Yeah, I do not really know when, at what time, or maybe I'll go at night when people are, we normally call them kesha, like you go out there and then spend the whole night. There is a certain structure that they put outside whereby people can come and rest, chill around and maybe do some stories while the time passes till morning. But I'll think about that after maybe I'm done with cleaning my clothes. So I want to end this video here. So thank you very much, friend, for watching this. We will meet in our next video. My name is Mark 29, and kindly, if you're coming across this for the first time, kindly subscribe. So thank you very much. See you on our next video.